What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Hammernall. We are back with some more of Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist for the PC. We're going to get started with our next mission. In just a minute, we're going to do just like we've been doing, go pick up our recon data and talk to Sarah, maybe talk to Grim, maybe talk to her about upgrading the plane some more. So we're going to make our way over to the cargo bay and pick up our recon data. So if you go straight towards the helicopter and make a left, and here it is, sitting right on top of a crate. Well, if we can pick it up. Alright, we got some concept art for the detention airstrip. Should be a later mission. Pretty cool. Especially that last concept art where guys on the Paladin in a gunfight. Some of the engineers. So let's go talk to Sarah, see how she's doing. We're doing this, I don't know.
IFF masking is in effect.
Doing this tour is, I guess, an achievement that we could get.
Hey, kiddo.
Hey, Dad. You alright? You sound tired.
Yeah, hard day at the office. Look, I got some bad news. I'm not gonna make it home for Thanksgiving this year.
Wasn't expecting it. They canceled the big parade in New York anyway.
Probably a good idea.
Some guy decided he wasn't going to wait for the Blacklist and shot up Fifth Avenue. Nobody died, but
There's gonna be more.
I hate to say it, but I think you're right.
Just stay safe.
I know. Or you're going to kill me. Love you, Dad.
I love you too.
Oh, that's sad. Sad that he's not going to be home for Thanksgiving dinner. He'll probably be home for Christmas. So we're going to talk to Grim and get one more upgrade for the plane.
Sam.
What we're going to upgrade is in command and control again. We're going to get the secondary object reveal, which we really, we really don't need it, but you know, you never know, you could forget where some of these secondary objectives are on the missions. Some of these missions can be complex in a way, but being away from the game for 5 years, you tend to forget. So we'll go ahead and get it. And that might be the last upgrade we'll do for the plane. I don't see the point in upgrading any more for the moment. Could try to go for upgrading the crew quarters and maybe getting some of these weapon upgrades, you know, for when we do co-op or doing the spies versus mercs. That's if the multiplayer servers are still up. I'm not real sure. So back to the Paladin and launch the next mission. So the next mission is titled Special Missions HQ, which is in Iran. So let's do it.
And you're saying that our intelligence agencies were so thoroughly compromised that we had no idea a massive chemical weapons processing plant was operating in London?
What you misunderstand, Minister, is that Sadiq had been one of our own in MI6. We thought we'd cleaned house after his defection.
Define cleaned house for me, would you?
We vetted his known associates and dismissed 6 of them. 4 others were kept on under observation. 1 was later dismissed. Electronic security countermeasures were instituted and his documents, of course, deactivated. Beyond that...
And yet, he still managed to slip enough Iranian chemical weapons components into the heart of the city to gas 500,000 people?
200,000, Minister.
Not the point. I want your organization scrubbed, top to bottom, and I want you to have started yesterday. Am I clear?
Heated argument. So it looks like we're going to be infiltrating the Quds Force headquarters in Iran. If I do remember this mission, there's a lot of times in this mission where it's very difficult. So we're going to have to be patient as much as possible. So let's see what everybody knows.
Who gives a shit? Boo-hoo! Kick the goddamn door in!
Lies! All lies! Once again, the American bullies are crying terrorists.
What the hell did we just do?
We found documents. We didn't prove Iran was involved with the Blacklist.
Well, they don't seem to be too concerned with the details.
Bogus documents or not, Congress wants blood, and all they can see is Iran. Caldwell's gonna declare war unless we can give her another solution.
That mean we don't have one?
No. We have this.
The old U.S. Embassy in Iran, isn't that Quds Force HQ now?
Hell of an ambitious op for Caldwell.
It isn't her op. It's mine.
So what? What, we just don't tell her that we're going into Iran, the President of the United States? This is your plan?
This is risky, Grim. Even for us.
It's the only way to stop a war.
Yeah, start one.
Risky mission indeed.
We're go for Tehran. This operation has to happen fast, so fast our own government doesn't know we're on the ground.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Focus, Charlie. Can we get a drone in the air without it attacking us?
I killed the exploit the engineers used last time. I added a verification layer, and I threw in a hardware kill switch.
Yes, would have been fine, Charlie.
Where do you want Briggs?
He's out.
You're gonna do this alone?
What's our way in? Show me.
Not what. Who? I'm sending it to your OPSAT.
This is one of the most secure buildings on the planet. There is no way.
Getting in isn't going to be the hard part. The Quds servers are air-gapped.
We have to physically pull the data?
I'm sending the hardware specs to your workstation.
But we can't just...
Less no, more go, Charlie.
Disruption is the only way you'll get in and out of Quds HQ alive. EMPs catch enemies by surprise, and the tri-rotor can turn the tables on an ambush.
So, EMP grenades and the tri-rotor to take care of business. But the EMPs, I'm not real sure if we're going to use, even though it is ideal for a ghost style gameplay as well as the tri-rotor in certain areas. Let's see. Tri-rotor sonar, just can't unlock. We might, I think the tri-rotor we can use has sticky shockers on it, so we might be able to take out enemies that way, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to go into this mission with everything that we need for ghost style. Proximity shocker we're going to use, I know, a couple times. Let's see. Sleeping gas, the canisters are not available just yet. but we have sleeping gas with our crossbow. And since we are going into a more urban area, could try to change our camo if we wanted to. We'll stick with the default black. It's our style. So let's do it.
برو عجله کن چته تو احمق
He's taking a nap. Good to meet you, General.
I don't talk to American spies.
Not even when they have a targeting solution on your wife and child? I mean, that is them that just came home from the market, right? Looks like Gorma Sabzi for dinner tonight.
You bastard. Take a deep breath and think this through. I need to get inside QF headquarters. I need answers. We have nothing to do with the Blacklist.
It's gonna take more than your word to stop a war. Get me inside. Put this in your ear.
All right, here we go. I do remember this part very, very well. You want to avoid.
If I see you harming a single one of my men, my cooperation ends.
I'm not here to hurt anyone. Keep moving.
Sam, it looks like the bluff worked. Confirm we are go.
Go.
Is that for me or your American minders?
It's for you to know I'm not alone.
Kind of you.
Sam, when you get inside, access their servers. Plug in that flash drive I gave you. It's tricked out to pull everything they've got on the Blacklist.
Copy.
So what you want to do is just like I did, get up on top of that that building, security hut. Get up here, shimmy along the side.
American had the nerve to set foot here.
Love what you've done with the place.
Yes, we've made some improvements since '79.
Watch out for the guard. And watch out for the camera, as usual. Jump down very quickly. And get up here on this pipe. As you're going to take it all the way up and go to the right. Get behind that billboard and then jump back down.
Garage, that's your way in. I'll take care of the guard. The cameras are your problem. Head down to the garage and I will meet you there.
Just wait on the guard.
امشب کسی از اینجا رد شده سرباز. خیلی کم جنرال. گزارشی از ماشینایی که به این گاراژ وارد و از اون خارج میشن میخوام. اول صبح باید رو میزم باشه. بله جنرال. ممکن بپرسم چرا؟ شما عادت دارید که درباره دستورال مأمور ارشاد سوال کنید؟ نه جنرال. متأسفم جنرال. سربازی که وظیفه‌شو نمیتونه که باید مراقب کوچکترین نشانهای فعالیت مشکوک باشه، ممکنه یه دفعه مثلا سر از منطقه کردستان در بیاد. متأسفم جنرال. خیلی متأسفم. حتی به احترامی نداشتم. آموزش تو یا وظیفتو فراموش نکن. منو میفهمی؟ البته جنرال.
So if he did it that way, he should have
Parking garage, General.
Wait for me at the bottom level.
8 undisturbed, no problem.
I don't like this, Sam. That last phrase the General used in the security room isn't consistent with his usual diction. Could be a code. SMI gives it a 37% probability. Watch your back.
Still with me?
Until the job is done.
How very comforting.
And we got close there, but he didn't see us.
Wait, don't go any further. بفرمایید.
جنرال قربان شما فرمودید که اینجا بیام.
باید با سرهنگ ملوف صحبت کنید. از اون بخواین تا یه نسخه از آخرین گزارش رو به شما بده و اون رو روی میز من بذارید.
و اگه اونجا نبود جنرال؟
چشم، به من اعتماد کنید. برو. Follow me quickly. The surveillance will need to cut through, and the RFID chip I'm carrying only disables it for a short time.
Why are you taking me through heavy surveillance?
Because you've left me no other option. It's our only way through.
Through where?
Holding cells, where we would keep people like you interfering in our affairs.
I'm here to stop a war between our two countries.
Says the man with a UAV flying over Iranian airspace.
And sometimes there's no time to negotiate.
Spoken like a true soldier. Past this door.
So before you go in the room, take out your crossbow and leave it there. Leave it like that.
Almost there. Stay close.
So we're gonna get to a cutscene right now.
Why'd you stop?
Because I would rather have my family die than to have them live as traitors.
There's a fine line between stupid and brave, General.
Americans, you think you invented bravery?
You guys must be the cleanup detail.
Racing around, pointing your guns, threatening innocent people. You have no idea how to stop the Blacklist, do you? I will teach you how to deal with terrorists.
Grim? Now.
Uh-oh. Alright, after the cutscene ends, you want to make sure you get up here, top of the pylon, and up on the pike quickly. You want to wait until until everybody goes back to normal. The reason why is if you start taking out everybody right away, it'll account for assault knockout, which is not what you want. So after you hear that guy say that, you know, Sam is gone, you're free to knock everybody out. You do have to take everybody out in order to get stealth points. So we're going to take these guys out one by one. We have to be really careful too. So 3 more guys to go. We're just waiting for the perfect opportunity. So you got this guy coming. Knock him out. And that's it. We got them all. If you did it that way, you'll get your stealth points. But if you do avoid those guys and you decide to run past them, it'll give you Panther points, which is not what you want. So move on to the next area. Took a little while to figure out, but we finally got it figured out.
Charlie helped too. He hacked good security to kill main power. You've got a brief window to reach the server vault before backup generators kick in.
Okay, I see an elevator, but it's sealed off. You don't have the RFID tag to get through.
But the guards do.
So there's a clue. We're gonna have to use the guards to get by the RFID doors to get to the elevators. Make sure you close that. What we want to do is get on the pipe, take it all the way up, and make our way to the second floor. Figure out how to get up there. I can remember how. It's this pipe. So I took the wrong pipe.
Power's back online.
They're locking down the stairs.
اینجا چه خبره؟ باید منطقه رو ترک کنی قربان. همین حالا. اگر باید این منطقه رو ترک کنم باید دلیلش رو بدونم. من نمیتونم توضیح به شما بدم قربان. ولی شما باید برید. من میرم. ولی اگر این آژیر اشتباه باشه، این آژیر اشتباه نیست قربان. شما باید برید. حالا
So if you did it that way to get past the RFID doors, then you're good to go.
Monitoring their commo. They're calling in a quick reaction force. They'll be sweeping the building for you floor by floor.
Copy that. Charlie, walk me through the decryption vault.
There's a search algorithm on the portable drive I gave you. It'll find and pull anything they've got on Speak or the Blacklist. Plug it in and it should rip the data.
Should?
It will. It will.
Man, where's the elevator music when you need it?
Got a couple of options. Okay, quiet, you go through the cooling system underneath the vault. Loud, you go through the terminal at the back of the room and hack the vault door open.
Copy.
Alright, one guy's going to come out of the doors, so we're going to have to take this guy out. To get into the room where the servers are. Take his body and hide it somewhere. Hide it right there out of the way. Go to the left.
اونجا چی کار میکنن؟ سرباز واقعی از این کارا نمیکنن.
So alright, when you make your way down the stairs at the back of the room, you want to go ahead and go to the left and go into the room where we pick up the dead drop and go from there. So once you pick up that dead drop, make your way down the ladder at the back of that room where you will hack into a computer which will release the coolant gas or suck up the coolant gas. Wait a moment for it to evaporate, then get down into the vent which you will use to get into the inner coolant room underneath the server room directly. And once you get out of the vent, you'll be met with some laser grids. Just hop up on a pipe, make your way to the center of that laser grid, and you'll jump down between the two grids and make your way up the ladder. There'll be two guys that'll start talking, and you just wait till they get through talking. One of the guys will go and check on one of the servers, which would be the moment where you'll be able to move into the objective. So we're just waiting patiently. Was just being sure that he wasn't going to walk toward us, which he doesn't. He walked towards the center of the room on the other side to the left side of the room. So he's checking on that server, which I could have moved because the laser grid system was deactivated at that moment, but I decided to take it cautiously, not knowing what his patrol pattern was going to be. And just looking around, making sure nobody was looking in my direction into the server room, because anybody can look down and they can actually see you. But the same guy that was checking on the server came back and could have moved, but again, taking it cautiously. Started to move there, but was just a little bit too late since the laser grid came back online when he moved away. So just waiting on him to move back over here. So this time around, I started moving very, very quietly. Good to go to install the thumb drive. Alright, this part is one of two parts that is really, really difficult, really challenging in this mission. So, once the download starts in the server room, 4 guys will walk in the vault on the outer side of the server, and they'll start investigating the area in search of you, trying to find you. So the best strategy I found is when the download starts, come over to the left side of the area, or left front corner of the server room, and stick in a kind of a dark area of the server room, and just stay there until the download gets down to the last 20 seconds or so. The reason why is because the one guy that is patrolling through the server room, his patrol patterns are sort of random at times, but they kind of rotate, and eventually he will come over to where you are, so you will definitely have to move when he does come in. So you see he's peeking around that server, and he'll go go straight ahead to the other corner, the other end of the server room, and make a left and stop around the center part, right around the front door of the server.
Transfer's complete. Grab the drive and get out of there.
So now the download is finished. So we're gonna have to, we've had to go retrieve the thumb drive from the computer without getting caught, which is very, very easy at this point in the mission. So it's not yet the right time to move, since that guy is peeking around. He's kind of facing toward us, but he eventually turns and goes back toward the center of the server room to the objective, where the objective is. So when he makes his way around the corner with his back turned, get up and get the thumb drive quickly. The reason why you saw that guy who was sitting in the chair got up, and now he's going to start patrolling around the vault and the server room. You saw a guy come out of that computer room that we came into initially to get to the coolant area underneath the server room. So just going back out where we came from, making our way through the vent back out to that computer room, or back office. Usually there'd be nobody down here in the coolant room, but eventually will be, so you got to get out of there quickly. Make your way up the ladder and get out. And I went to the left up the stairs. I felt this was the easiest way to get by the enemies. Usually there really would be nobody patrolling on the left side until we get down to this point where we make our way down the stairs. You'll hear the heavy guard command everybody to split up and start searching. That is your cue to get over here in this corner right by the other set of stairs and get up on the highest point of that ledge on the wall. Let that heavy go by and then drop back down as he goes by. So there's really only two people we have to really worry about, and they are really patrolling just close to the vault door. So we're just waiting on them for the time being. This guy, he'll peek around the left side, the other stairwell right there, and that's your cue to get out. Now, right here, you might want to wait until this guy who is walking around the front, make sure he's far enough away from the vault door, because when we go to break the glass, you don't want him to hear you, because if you do let him hear you, then he'll come and investigate, and then if you drop down the rope, rappel down the rope, then when you get down to here, he'll give you evasion points instead of stealth points. So be some more guys coming out of the doorway, and they're going to do the same. Just patrol around the area and just use the cover system to your advantage, and come to this vent, open it up, and then close it back as you enter. And we're going to go all the way down and come to a ventilation shaft.
Oh, I heard something. I think I heard something. همه چیز خوبه.
چرا اون لعنته یا اون طور شکست خوردن؟
کار دیگه ای نمیکنه.
ما نمیتونیم چیز بدی بگیم وگرنه ممکنه یکیشون گریه کنه.
نمیتونه جالب باشه. What are you waiting for? Start looking!
So we got a laptop in the next room here, and we got one guy sort of looking in this direction with the night vision goggles. So, yeah, that works. There's our laptop.
I hear you. Check the next search.
So we got one guy gonna come through the RFID doors. There he is. Yeah, we could stand back here just in case he gets too close to us. Nice, perfect.
I'm in the foyer, headed out of the building.
Sam, there's a security gate on your exfil route through the gardens. You should be near a security control room. Access the terminal inside and we'll override the doors.
Let me take a look and see what it lets me access. Oh, nice. All right, I got this, Sam. Just give me a minute and I'll open up an exit for you.
Grim, where are we with exfil?
Still working on it. Shit.
What's happening?
We've got even more reinforcements inbound. Charlie, you need to move faster.
I'm working on it.
Any word from the Iranian military?
That's what's odd. Channels are clear.
We're keeping it internal.
To avoid embarrassment. You still need to get out now, Sam. You're dealing with Iranian special forces and you're out of time.
Talk about timing. All right, you're clear, Sam. Security gates are open.
On my way. Keep working on how I'm gonna get the hell out of here.
Make sure to turn the lights off. So we got one heavy guarding the door and 3 guys flanking out. Huh? Sneak right on by them. What a bunch of dumbasses.
Reinforcements coming in, Sam.
Where are we with exfil?
Briggs is en route in a van.
Briggs?
We'll fight about it after he gets you the hell out of there. Meet him on the far side of the exterior garden.
ظاهرا اون پسر رو تحسین میکنی. من نگفتم از اون پسر خوشم میاد. فقط گفتم که اون شجاعه. از جونش سیر شده. برای خودکشی راهی بهتری از نفوذ به اینجا وجود داره. چی میدونی؟ اونی که دنبالش هستیم از جونش سیر شده. الان راضی هستی؟ حواست پرت نشه. فقط مراقب باش. باشه؟
Alright, here is our high value target. Drag him in the dark. Out of the way. And that is pretty much it for our side objectives. Or secondary objectives. So we got one heavy with a shield and a regular soldier. Waiting on that heavy to move, which he does.
Oh.
Got something, boy? Got something, boy?
حدس میزنم هیچ طوری نشد.
Alright, I was just waiting on the dog to calm down a little bit, wait on everybody else to calm down.
Easy there. What did you find?
هیچی. Oh.
The reason why I'm waiting is I want these guys to go back to normal. So I can still get my stealth ranking. And we are out of here.
Hit it. UAV shows a dozen plus vehicles racing to your position.
Another wave of enemy vehicles closing on you.
Can you find a way around them?
The only way out is through them.
What do you mean?
Bring in the drone lower.
Radar will pick it up.
That's the least of our problems. AGM missiles online.
Negative. Repeat negative. They'll trace it back to the U.S. Grim!
Weapons hot on the UAV.
Grim, I hope you know what you're doing.
Vehicle is down. Enemy vehicle is out. Hostiles eliminated. Another SUV down. Enemy vehicle is out.
Shit, we're getting noticed. I mean, I'm not so great with Farsi, but Iranian military bands are lighting up. It won't be long till their air defenses are deployed.
Vehicle is down. Vehicle is down. Pursuit vehicles are jammed up. You're clear. I'll see you back on the plane.
Well, that took long enough. We still got Ghost Mastery. That's all that matters. Of course, the guys we knocked out were the ones that we had to knock out, and the high-value target. Of course, Zero Panther, and of course, Zero Assault. So, 52 minutes, that's how long it took us to complete this. But again, time is not really an option. We're not going for the fastest time. We're having fun with this game.
Wire transfer received.
It has to be one of the hardest missions I've ever played in the Splinter Cell title in a long time. I think the hardest Splinter Cell mission before this was probably the bathhouse mission in Chaos Theory. So I think this one would top it. But there will probably be a harder mission than this one later on in the game. So that is it for this walkthrough. We'll see you on the next video. Peace out, guys.
I know that an unauthorized drone strike was...
There was no drone strike. There was a very unfortunate drone malfunction.
Of course.
There is a reason you're on that plane. I need you to be my eyes and ears on this mission.
I am, Madam President.
Not if I can't trust you.
Come on. You couldn't have been expecting a thank you.
You would have done the same thing in my position.
Gambled with a war to save your life?
I did what I did for the sake of the mission.
Guess the president's not the only one with a good cover story.
The data we found clears Iran of any involvement with the Blacklist.
That's not my point.
I know your point. You think I made a bad call, just like Briggs did in London, right? The decisions we're forced to make are not always black and white, Sam.
They just can't be personal.
Really? Then lead by example. We both know damn well you'd risk everything if Vic's life had been on the line.
Vic has nothing to do with this.
He's the only reason you're on this plane. The only thing you value more than the job? The team.
Graham. Thank you.
You want to thank me, talk to Briggs. We need him if we're gonna pull through this one.
Hey, guys, that tracker on the chemical weapon, it's almost on U.S. soil.